This is the BrewVerie Report. Daily news, once monthly. Here are your anchors, Paige, JT, and Mike.
Welcome to the BrewVerie Report, where we deliver your daily news monthly. I am Justin Trimmentrout, and I'm here with...
your favorite trash panda, Paige.
And this is Frank Finatra, and right beside me is Dean Marlin. He's just not on mic.
Dean Marlin is always on mic. You always give Dean Marlin a mic.
This is Dean Marlin. Two of my fish in the fish tank behind me right now.
No, they're adorable.
Mm-hmm.
They're adorable, which is great. It matches mine, which is Trimmentrout. So we're good.
You know, he's not in the room right now, but Swimmy Davis Jr. is over there too.
I think you should start posting them on your Twitter and on the Instagram so everybody can see the little videos and stuff. Is so
People
great.
follow for dogs. Why wouldn't they follow for fish?
Yeah.
Alliteration.
It's hard
works.
to pet a fish.
You know what though? But they're just there, you know?
Yeah, it's
like,
true, they're just there, yes.
I got dogs and kids. They both want something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely watching Tom Shellick right now cleaning the bottom of the tank.
Well, with his mustache.
Yes, exactly.
He gives everything a mustache ride.
All
whether
those
they
whiskers.
want it or not.
God.
Your soul is mine forever.
More than 100 students baptized without parents' permission at North Carolina school.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Really, truly, it should be more. It's literally any Catholic baptism. They're just like.
Did you see that video of the Catholic priest dropping a child during a baptism?
Yes.
Dude,
oh my God.
In all fairness, he probably saw the same video or same baptism as I did, where the kid was baptized and then immediately decided to arc pee just right to the priest, who was angry but also not angry. Jesus Christ, it happened. Anyways,
P.O.
Fayetteville.
Domine.
That's why everything starts with happy.
Yes.
So a North Carolina school in Fayetteville, North Carolina, because where else
You
could
don't
this
say.
possibly be? Apologize, yeah, exactly.
It's their Fayette.
It's their Fayette. Anyways, that's funny. The school apologized after baptizing more than 100 children without their parents' permission. A private
Fuck them.
Christian school, of course it was. Here, let me tell you who it is, just so you can not do it. Northwood Temple Academy. That, truly? Temple Academy? It's the same, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, they posted on Facebook, I feel it in my bones. You're about to move. Today we had over 100 middle and high school students spontaneously declare their faith and get baptized today. We will have more pictures of these powerful moments posted over the next couple of days. I started to sound like Joel Osteen at the end. It's because I made my teeth really big.
That
You just started imagining being a millionaire.
I would like to I'm going to point out my buddy Tony's band. He's got a band called Cultivated Mind, and they sing a song called Sunday School, and it's choice. So check him out on all streaming platforms. He's not paying me. I would have let you know.
Unless he wants
to. Well, that's true.
Not sponsored.
No. Anyways, the head of the school sent a letter to families to explain that said the Spirit of the Lord moved and the invitation to accept the Lord and be baptized was given. And the students just began to respond to the presence of the Lord. Y'all don't see this. Paige is literally having a flashback, and it's very scary.
Yes, this is her childhood.
PTSD.
Here's the thing. The concept of 100 students baptized, and then the school has the goal to say all 100 had decided to do it that day. First off, there's always that kid in the group projects that's like, fuck that. So there's no way.
Yep.
Okay. It pisses me off so badly.
If I had a chance when I was a newborn practically to be baptized or not, I would have said no. I didn't have that choice.
I still say no.
Because the Catholic Church does it when you're fucking young. Ooh, that sounds wrong.
Oh, but I mean, it sounds wrong, but also kind of true.
Depends on if you're an altar boy or a choir girl.
Luckily, I was never an altar boy. Hey, the Catholic Church made me an atheist.
It doesn't matter. Also made me a liberal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not by their own choice.
I truly, anybody who's still fascist is going to stay fascist because any conservative would be like, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
So,
fash is going to fash. Lightning and heavy rain kill 36 in northern India in one day.
Fuck you, Thor.
Wow.
Yeah. Hazardous weather has killed at least 36 people in northern India over the past 24 hours, including 12 who were struck by lightning, officials said. God. 12 in one day struck by lightning is fucking nuts.
I mean, people always say, what is the chance of lightning striking, like, the same place twice? I mean, wow. What is the chance that 12
this is
people
also
in
amazing.
One day?
This next sentence here. Knowing that last November, when we had the insane atmospheric river that dropped 12 inches of rain over the mountains and washed out every highway out of Metro Vancouver.
Yeah.
This next line is nuts. And the highways that got washed out are still only partially open here.
Oh, wow.
After a year of repair.
Oh, my gosh.
Across the northern state of Uttar Pradesh, at least 24 people died after their homes collapsed amid unrelenting rains. Relief Commissioner Shri Raniv Prasad said, rain was so intense in India that it collapsed homes. Is nuts.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. Not
I've
even
heard of
during
snow collapsing roofs, but not rain.
I'm trying to think. Even like the worst was, Hurricane Katrina really did a lot of damage, but I don't know if rain actually, collapsed a house. Just
like
rain.
Floods might have, but not the actual rain. Right?
Rain, no, yeah.
Yes, that's like I was just driving on the Coquihalla Highway here that was one of the ones washed out, and a huge section of road was washed out, and I think it was like 6 bridges were all washed out.
That is crazy.
It is currently September, and they just reopened one section of highway that it was completely washed away. The 15-year-old child went up on the roof of a house and was almost instantly struck by lightning and killed. And as soon as they set foot on the roof, they were hit by lightning, and my son died, said Muhammad Ayub. Officials said 39 people had been killed by lightning in the past 5 days, prompting authorities to issue new guidelines advising people how to protect themselves during a thunderstorm.
That is absolutely unheard of.
Yeah, that's nuts. So lightning strikes are common during India's monsoon season, which runs from June to September. But, I mean, holy crap.
Has
that
this
is
ever happened
so-
before there? Like, do people, when this happens, does lightning strike people like this? Is this a thing that's always been, or are we just now, like, kind of finding this out?
Oh, here we go. This last two sentences here, last two little bits will explain a little bit.
Okay.
Global heating has increased the frequency of lightning, said Sunita Narain, Director General of the Center for Science and Environment. A 1 Celsius rise in temperature increases lightning by 12 times. There has been a 34% rise in lightning strikes across India over the past year, which has caused deaths to jump. India recorded 1,489 deaths due to lightning in 2016, compared with
Wow.
2,869 in 2021.
Wow.
2,869 people. That
My
is
mind
fucking
is
nuts.
blown. And I've never heard this. Like,
Yeah, neither had I. But yeah, there's my weather case. Ooh.
wow.
So just, if it's thunder and lightning outside, it's amazing, but stay
Right.
indoors.
Yeah, this is very scary for me because I like to sit on the porch when it's thunderstorming and, kind of enjoy it in a way, and
So do I.
that terrifies me. I mean, I've seen lightning strike things close to me that have, it scared me to death, but I've never actually thought, which I'm sure nobody ever thinks they're going to be struck by lightning, but
Yeah, we had a lightning strike. We were driving and we were on our way to the grocery store, and about 10 feet away, boom, it hit. And
yeah.
it's one of those things where you kind of lose breath, but also literally the hair all the way back
Yeah.
up to the back. It literally
I've totally
stands on
felt
end.
that. Mhm.
It is insane.
So, if you've ever sat outside, and I do this every fucking time there's a thunderstorm, which they don't happen very often here, but if you sit outside, here's a bit of a word of warning.
Uh-oh.
I just pulled this up, but you can Google it easily. In 2007, researchers identified a bolt of lightning over Oklahoma that measured 200 miles or 322 kilometers long. But only a decade later, that record was obliterated in 2017 in October. Clouds above the Midwest released a flash of lightning so huge that it illuminated the sky above Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Spanning more than 310 miles, 500 kilometers across 3 states, jolt was so unprecedented that a group of researchers published about it in the Journal of Bulletin of the American Meteorological Society, describing it as a mega flash. It was one of the largest lightning flashes ever recorded. And then, you know what? There we go. In 2018 in Brazil, a lightning bolt over Brazil was 440 miles long or 709 kilometers. Oh, geez. Here we go. There's more.
Hey.
April 2020, a mega flash that stretched from Texas to Mississippi covered 477 miles or 768 kilometers. So it's not safe if you sit outside in a thunderstorm.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, lately in the last year, I have noticed lightning is really, I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is just coincidence, but lightning has been striking closer to at least my house than ever before. And maybe that's because I need to go to church. I don't know. But yeah, it's very scary.
You've been sinning too much there, Paige.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt your story about weather sippy, but
Weather sippy.
I'm going to go grab my tinfoil cap. Hold on. Yes, it's crazy. No, it's global warming. Everything's more intense.
That's what I'm
happens.
wondering. Is that affected by global warming? Because that's probably a dumb question, but
no. Any weather event is more intense, and there's more of them in terms of location and frequency. Everybody's like, global warming, well, they're not getting hot because the winter is cold.
that's so perfect.
But that's not really what, that's... I'm a voiceover artist. Feel free to hire me for character jobs. Actually, that's not far from the truth. Find me. But like truly, it's always like, well, it's always cold, and I'm like, that's not the point. Did it snow 10 inches instead of 2 inches, like a really good homecoming? No. Yes, it did. It did, and they just don't get it, so it's too bad.
I'm just gonna reach out to another reporter on scene here. So, hey, Alex Jones, what do you think about lightning? It's caused by
it's not real.
Democratic space lasers.
they put things in the air that turn the frogs gay, and then
exactly,
and then the frogs voted, and then they just got a billion frog ballots, and I don't know why I sound like Rick from Rick and Morty, but Morty.
Y'all,
veins popping out of our heads.
When he went off at the prosecutor, this is in Micronesia. Okay, let me see how I can tell this without giving it away immediately, because
Micronesia, micropenis. Paige, you just have to be honest about it. You can't use euphemisms. It's like you can't go to somebody and say, "Oh, what a Micronesia." We know what it means.
So I might get her name wrong, but this lady, 28-year-old Michaela Alden Ramangamu, is she stole a rental car allegedly.
Allegedly.
And then there was, a reward for anybody who found this car, and she went to the rental company and asked for the reward for finding the car that she stole.
Genius.
I mean, what?
She had just she had sent money to the Prince of Nigeria, and she just wanted to get back at other people. She was pissed.
The judge imposed a $5,000 bail. Because there was no conflict with the public defender's office, the court will appoint an attorney to represent her. She was charged with theft of vehicle, tampering with a vehicle, and criminal mischief.
That damn criminal mischief.
It was a dark gray Mazda CX-3. While police officers were in the area, they saw a woman who was later identified as that 28-year-old woman who stole the car and, wanted the reward. She was running into the jungle. Y'all.
Run to the jungle.
They pursued her and apprehended her and asked why she ran away, and she said, "I don't like cops." Which, valid. But
valid, yeah.
You did steal a car. So she was brought back to the abandoned house, and she was asked about the Mazda car. And she said she didn't know anything about it, and there was like a discrepancy about the license plate. So at first they didn't know that was the car they were looking for, because I guess maybe the license plates were switched or something. So she got away with it, and then when there was a reward, she was like, "Let me go and tell him I found it." It's just crazy. It's so
nuts.
similar to that guy in South Africa who walked in after being wanted for so many years and being like, "I need a job. I want to be a police officer." What?
Huh? Oh my god.
Dumb criminals are the best.
It would seem like a cheaper way to buy a car these days. Rent it and don't give it back.
Yeah.
So I think it's important that we understand that cars are not the only thing that can be stolen. Food can be. Service can be. So I want to talk about this woman in Las Vegas.
Okay.
The woman skipped an airport Chili's tab, which, I'm going to be honest with you, multiple problems with that. One, you went to an airport Chili's, which is that too.
Yeah.
but you went to the airport Chili's, which is, so be ready for a really uncomfortable flight. But she skipped the airport Chili's tab and said cops harassed her because, quote, they had never seen anyone as pretty. I have done you both a favor, and the most recent web page that I have sent you is the image of the woman.
I mean, she's cute, but she's not exceptionally pretty.
Wait.
Coming from an overweight guy, whatever, but...
No, fluffy.
She's not. She's pretty.
Here's the... First off, the fact that how you said that was in no way believable. At all.
No, she is pretty, but I don't think she's like supermodel.
That's like what happens when somebody says, "Isn't that alligator cute?" You're just like, "He's cute." Like
in a weird way, he's cute.
In a scaly, awkward, obviously from Florida way. Anyway, she was arrested at the Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas after allegedly skipping out on a bill and claiming officers were harassing her because she's good looking.
Wow, that's a bold statement. You see a supermodel getting away with saying that,
The officers have access to Pornhub. It's fine. You don't have to
That
lie.
would be like me saying
I
something
mean,
like that, and I have no reason whatsoever to ever utter that sentence. So,
don't say
I'm
that.
not bashing her. I'm just.
Anyway, she's held on a $1,000 bail. Her court appearance is October 27th, which, welcome to freaking Las Vegas law.
$98-0. Stephen F. Austin nearly hit century mark in rout over overmatched NAIA opponent. That's a really big football score.
I don't follow sports, and I'm just here to listen to it. I'm just here to listen to this news.
A touchdown with a conversion through the goalposts is 7 points. 98-0.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. 2-0.
Yes.
That's bad.
So Stephen F. Austin delivered the biggest blowout of the 2022 college football season on Saturday night, and this was September 24th, 2022. The Lumberjacks defeated the Warner Royals 98-0 in a game that was a rout before the first quarter was over. Stephen F. Austin had 35 points after the first quarter and a lead of 59-0 at halftime.
They could have just quit. They just could have called the game.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the early BC Lions games this year, but not that good.
Yeah, you've been to many games this year.
Stephen F. Austin competes at the NCAA second tier FCS level. Warner University, located in Lake Wales, Florida, is an NIAI school and plays 3 levels lower in that than the Lumberjacks.
That's
SFA
like speaking Chinese to me.
Yeah. SFA had 8 passing touchdowns as the 4 quarterbacks that saw playing time combined to go 29 of 35 for 78 yards against a clearly overmatched Warner secondary. That's embarrassing that they rolled all 4 quarterbacks. It's like, oh, this guy's doing too well. Let's put another guy in. Oh, fuck, he's doing too well. Let's put another guy in. Oh, our 4th string is still too good. Fuck.
Oh my God.
It's like if my 6-year-old played Madden. It's
So Warner, meanwhile, had less than 150 yards of offense in the game. That is awful. Because
it sounds awful, and I don't even totally get it, but it sounds the scores sound bad.
An American football field is 100 yards long, and a Canadian football field is 150 yards long. But to think that they could only move the ball one football field length in a game, or 1.5 football fields, sorry, in a game,
way.
Is awful. One CFL football field or 1.5 American football fields in a full game is horrendous.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
That's Browns football. Not recently, which is nice, but still.
So basically, the SFA was so dominated that it scored those 98 points despite having the ball for just over 20 minutes.
Wow.
That's
literally
just
bad.
That's any football game on easy. Like,
yeah. And believe it or not, the Lumberjacks' output did not set the record for the most points scored in a single game.
Oh, that's kind of surprising.
Can you guess what the highest score, without going over Jeopardy rules, or Wheel of Fortune rules, whatever the fuck it is? Without going over, what do you think is the most points ever scored?
148.
400.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I
don't know.
That record is still held by Portland State as the Vikings put 105 points on Delaware State in 1980.
Well,
you were talking about the score, not like how many. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, Paige.
The THC is hitting, and they're, I'm going to be transparent about that.
I wish I could think about the joke I was going to make, but here we are, and it's escaped my brain.
So I feel a little bad for the Royals as they are 0-4 as they entered the game, and they've been outscored so far 145-32 over the first 3 games.
Oh,
Jesus.
No.
Yeah,
at a certain point.
Maybe don't go after a team that's 3 tiers above you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dumb question. How do they choose, how is it chosen who they're going to play against? Who's going to play against who?
That sounds like a friendly, so that's something that 2 schools would have had to work something out.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much it's whatever makes the most money, to be honest with you.
True, yeah.
In Jefferson County, Colorado, this was posted September 20th, a man ordered a roll of fiberglass screen mesh on July 30th. Okay? Now, UPS delivered a package to him from Amazon to his doorstep on August 3rd. But he didn't get that fiberglass screen mesh at all. What do you think came in the mail?
There are so many options. Amazon's a wild place.
I've never had anything like this happen. Let me see. I'll give you a hint. Mm-hmm. What is something that people are fighting over right now? And
what are they fighting over? Mike, what are people around the world fighting over?
Well, no, in the U.S.,
in the
fighting
US.
for
that. Yep.
Oh, in the U.S.?
Uh-huh. What are they
the right to control other people?
Well, pretty much, but also guns. So
this man... Yeah. I missed part of this.
Well, let me just catch you up real quick. This guy in Colorado ordered a roll of fiberglass screen mesh from Amazon, and what came in the mail, that's where we're at. UPS delivered a package from Amazon to his doorstep on August 3rd, but he did not get the fiberglass screen mesh that he ordered. He got a Stoeger gun. Stoeger gun. I don't know how you pronounce Stoeger or Stoeger gun. Sorry, I don't know.
He got a fucking gun. That's amazing.
He got a shotgun that was reported stolen. So He said the delivery left him rattled since he was worried that a delivery mix-up like that could have left the firearms in the hands of a felon or someone with bad intentions.
Or a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a priest.
Scary.
Let's see. The mailing label indicated that the gun had been sent from Amazon Fulfillment Center in Aurora, Illinois. And
Wow.
after CBS News Colorado began investigating, Amazon Customer Relations emailed the man that ordered his package. They said, "I'm terribly sorry to hear we've shipped you a firearm instead of the screen you purchased. This certainly isn't what we want our customers to expect, and I can assure you the firearm was shipped unintentionally. We're conducting an internal investigation of the errors leading to the shipping out from our fulfillment center to ensure this does not happen to any other customers." Now, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office said, "It does appear that the shotgun was stolen, but we've barely begun our investigation, and there is apparently a lot to unravel." The man ended up saying they did refund him, but he said, then this is the last quote on the whole thing, he said, "I don't want a gun, I just want my screen." The poor guy.
I mean, Amazon's lucky that that wasn't in Canada, because if they sent someone a gun without the proper background checks and licensing and everything,
that's insane.
They would be in some huge shit here.
Yeah. I don't understand why, they're not in huge shit here, because that's just wrong.
Oh, it's America.
The majority of politicians.
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah.
We're gonna shoot you and then storm the Capitol. Okay.
Yeah.
Hire me.
Car removed from Winnipeg lot after nearly a decade, leaving dent in ground and unanswered questions. A hole in the ground and a no parking sign are all that remain in a grassy River Heights lot where a car sat unmoved for nearly a decade. Quote, "I just felt relief," said Michael Gillespie, who represents a company that owns a house on Winnipeg's Centennial Street, across a back lane from where the 1990 Eagle Talon had sat since early 2014.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like, why haven't they fucking towed the thing? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I cannot imagine a car sitting out that long without it being towed. I don't understand.
It's a private lot. So Gillespie had tried repeatedly to get the city of Winnipeg to declare the car derelict, but officials said as recently as last month that they were still trying to determine if the vehicle had met the definition under the city's neighborhood livability bylaw.
Oh my God. Wow.
I've got very little patience for healthcare and that person.
Yeah. Quote, "There's just this large crater in the grass where the car sat for the better part of 10 years, he said. On Monday, Gillespie saw a no unauthorized parking sign had appeared beside the car. Then on Tuesday, someone had stuck a sold sign to the inside of the back window. The next day, the vehicle was gone, leaving an impression in the soil where it had been. I love the fact they had to fucking sell the car before they...
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here with my jaw on the floor because I'm just speechless at this. This is insane to me.
And I'm going to send you the link of this car. Like, it is not worth dealing with all this bullshit.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
So a spokesman says the city of Winnipeg...
Shut your mouth. This car is jacked up from the flow up. This is unbelievable. Hell no.
What? Hold on, let me translate that. Paige, what Paige meant to say, damn autocorrect, is, "This is in my front yard."
Sitting up on blocks, baby.
That's literally the only way
this
cars
one still had its wheels.
chill. See, we all laugh at those people, but really those people are like PETA for cars, and they're like, it hurts so bad to be on their wheels so long, and so they're actually helping the cars out. I've got nothing else.
So I love the fact that it says here, a spokesman says the city of Winnipeg was able to work with the owner of the vehicle to have it moved to a proper location. So it took almost a decade to find the proper owner and move the fucking car.
Jesus. I mean,
Even
that
that
checks out.
sold sign in the back is basically on a piece of. Do y'all remember using those yellow pieces of paper? The long yellow. Yeah, that's what that is in the back. It looks like one of those pieces of paper, and it just has scribbled on it "sold."
Yeah. I love this quote here. I think the entire episode demonstrates the incompetence of the administration when it comes to dealing with bylaws that are either improperly crafted or poorly thought out or simply badly administered.
Oh my God.
An Arkansas couple arrested after man saws off his own leg in front of a 5-year-old daughter.
What?
What? Where's Jigsaw?
Right. The bye-bye line is Shannon Cox, 48 of Boone County, Arkansas.
Oh my
allegedly
God.
claimed-
I know where that is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Of course you
do.
do.
Oh my God. I mean,
Your cousin lives there. Come on now.
no, but
It
oh my
is-
God. I didn't know this.
It's a part of her local Google Map download. Everybody's laughing because they know that there's a radius to that. Anyway, Shannon Cox, 48 of Boone County, Arkansas, allegedly claimed he was Jesus and Satan, and he got verbally abusive with his wife, Sandy Cox, 30.
This is
Sandy
this
Cox,
is this
ooh.
satire.
No, before
Wow.
amputating his leg in front of their 5-year-old daughter.
Go
So,
on.
Shannon was arrested early last month after he used a chop saw to cut off his own leg in front of a 5-year-old daughter. So, but, here's the thing:
Jesus.
they're both fucked.
Yes.
I mean, I keep saying that this is the wildest shit I've ever heard, and then something else happens where it's like, no, maybe this is the wildest shit I've ever heard. I mean, whew.
Well, let me up the ante because technically,
damn.
right now, they've both been released on $10,000 bond.
How did somebody have that much? Ooh.
Well, so bond is $10,000, right?
Yeah, who
But
the
typically,
fuck has that much
The
money?
person who pays it has to pay like 10%, I think.
Yeah.
I don't truly know the rules.
There's definitely some like
I've gleaned.
wiggle room there for sure.
So I don't know. I mean, it is unfortunate, is what it is. The daughter actually confirmed she was present at the time her father amputated his own leg. She was still in a state of shock, and it was recommended she undergo counseling. Thank you. Before further interview attempt, which is even more amazing at that fact, because usually nobody wants to waste money. So it must have been bad enough where they were like, hey, we're going to give you this like measure. Yeah, it's a fascinating situation. I can't imagine pulling a saw in front of my child.
It's definitely a
No.
fluster cluck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Yep, it's that. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that's my random.
Disturbing.
I'm just going to read this headline because it's too perfect. I'm not going to go into the story, but John
Yeah.
Oliver, Queen Elizabeth II, is in hell looking up at Princess Diana.
She got
gonna
what
leave
she
it there.
always wanted.
Just going to leave it there. That's all you need.
Yeah, just
Well, that's good.
yeah.
We're gonna need like a new like sting for like Spitfire or Quick. I'm just gonna read mine very quickly. My
Go for it.
last random, which
Okay.
is long overlooked. Oregon Swastika Mountain may have a new name soon.
I hope so.
This was written in August 29th of this year. Anyways, there is actually a Swastika Mountain. And it needs to change.
Yeah. Now,
Yep.
I had that story too, and I was just so shocked that there was a mountain called that. I was like, what?
My favorite part is that the person who was working on this said, "What we name things, our features, reflects honesty, but reflects values. And as history changes, so do values. And certainly, something bearing the name swastika in 1903 is different than in 2022,
Yeah.
when it's been associated with such an evil person." I mean, duh.
Uh,
But
True.
also, yes.
But I mean, if you
So-
want to get, deep about it, maybe we should probably change the name of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Yes.
Or just maybe blast it back to the way it was before they carved a bunch of slave owners on the mountain.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
We need to make like Richie Rich and just own the mountain, and then we can change it however we want.
A little bit of dynamite.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to Canada. Now it's Mike's turn to get a little jib jab. Okay, so this a 48-year-old named Angel Domingo, he recently moved into a new home, and he was going through his refrigerator, and it says it's a new refrigerator, so I don't know if it was just the refrigerator that was left in the home, but he found a stick of string cheese, and he wanted to get rid of it. So what do you do when you want to get rid of something? You just throw it away or ask a neighbor if they want it, something like that. Well, Angel Domingo, he placed an ad for the cheese on Canadian advertising site Kijiji. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But after he received no takers, he wanted to see how a billboard could come to his aid. So, he said, "It's a pretty good cheese string. I haven't seen a cheese string in a long time, and I think, it's of some value. I wanted to get rid of it. So, I'm going to send y'all this. A Toronto man," this was tweeted by the number 6, it's called 6 Buzz TV on Twitter, and they posted a picture of the billboard. It is, it's bigger than the billboard that I thought that it would be, and it says a Toronto man rented out a YONGE, is that Young and Dundas billboard to advertise the
Young and
string
Dundas.
cheese. Ah, thank you, Mike.
Young and Dundas. That's actually the probably the biggest gay neighborhood in Canada. It's a really cool place. I was there earlier in the year.
Cool. Well, yeah, a Toronto man rented out a Young and Dundas billboard to advertise that his string cheese was up for trade. The ad on the billboard asked Canadians if they wanted to trade for the Black Diamond brand dairy product with, quote, "no lowballs." This billboard is humongous, y'all. It is not like what you see when you're on the interstate or freeway or whatever. This is...
It's on a building somewhere,
think
yeah.
Times Square.
Yeah. This sounds so southern to me. Just keep going, Paige.
Domingo admitted the string cheese is the strangest thing he's ever had to offer, but the billboard, which went live earlier this week, has caused offers to appear in droves, according to Global News. Some of the offers have included...
it looks like marble cheese to me, too.
So some of the offers have been that, like, I'll trade you these Persian cats for that string cheese. Someone's girlfriend and a unique box of Lucky Charms cereal. So somebody offered their girlfriend and a unique box of Lucky Charms.
Damn.
They said that.
I mean, if you've got a really cute puppy, I'll give you 2 pizza mozzarella cheese strings right now.
he went on to say so I guess the people offering said they would pick through it, so it was only the charms of the Lucky Charms. I thought that was pretty nice, but if I had the time, I'd do that myself. What? Like, what is that? What?
I don't know. People are crazy.
I've been telling everybody the same thing when they ask me what I'm looking for. It's like, you'll know when you see it. So he's waiting for the perfect offer for that string cheese.
Mississippi.
I can't believe this is Canada.
I can't believe it's not America.
America! Fuck you!
Fuck yeah! We put cheese on every fucking thing.
But only the cheese product. That's like fucking, what is that? American cheese bullshit. I've been tricked by that fucking cheese product so many times when I'm in the States. It's like, I want melted cheese, not friggin' cheese sauce. Like, god damn it.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
What is that? Fool me once? Like, what was the
Shame
George
on
Bush
you.
one?
Oh, God.
George
No,
Bush
I don't know.
one.
He fucked that all up.
Shame on me. Fool me twice. Shame on... Fool me... If you fool me, you can't get fooled again. That's what that was.
There we go.
He basically, like, his entire system was like, just fucking shut it down on yourself, dude. Just, you're using a Gateway 2000 when everybody's using an iMac. Just shut up.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Video shows mobilized Russian soldiers drunkenly fighting one another as Putin's controversial new draft gathers pace.
What? Oh, my God.
Yeah. A video on social media shared by a Belarusian journalist appear to show recently mobilized soldiers engaged in drunken brawl.
Oh, my
The
God.
video shot in the Yuzhno, a region that's involved with this. I don't know if it's in Russia or Ukraine. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Shit. Shows men slamming into each other, throwing slurred punches, and shouting. Insider was not able to independently verify this.
Well, I mean, that's just
Putin
every
announced-
bar in Mississippi.
Putin announced on Wednesday that a partial mobilization of the country's military reservists, with Russian officials stating that 300,000 reservists would be drafted immediately.
My God.
In response to Russia's problematic mobilization, the sale of alcohol within 300 meters or 985 feet of a military base is banned in some eastern regions of Russia, according to reports. Drunken incidents by Russian soldiers have been a frequent occurrence during the invasion of Ukraine, with one drunken gunfight in the occupied Ukrainian city of, oh God,
It's okay.
Kherson?
Hey, it's
leaving at least 3 dead.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so just basically, Russian military people are not interested in being drafted, and they're fucking reacting
Yeah.
to you, Paige.
This is in Nigeria. And they were smuggling something into Hong Kong. This is Abuja, Nigeria, I think. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but Nigerian officials have seized thousands of donkey dicks that were about to be exported to Hong Kong. Sacks of donkey dicks were seized at the international airport in Lagos, Nigeria's largest city. Sambo Dangalangadima. I'm not even kidding. That is the name of it. Dangaladima. And
Okay.
I like that. I like that name. That's funny.
Dangaladina.
Dangaladima had a problem with donkey dicks. That's crazy.
Don't we all?
The consignment was falsely declared as cow dicks, but after the examination, export officers discovered they were indeed donkey dicks. So a total of 16 sacks were seized.
Whoa. Were they sacks or were they dicks? Like, what kind of bullshit is this?
I don't know what they were smuggling them into Hong Kong for.
Oh, it's some kind of fucking like Asian medicine, like aphrodisiac,
No.
probably.
It's really just one really, really, really lonely middle-aged woman.
Well, it says, although the seizure of donkey, it says genitals, but I'd just rather say dick, meant for export from Nigeria is rare. Donkey skins are known to be frequently exported or smuggled out of the country. In July, the Nigerian customs seized $116,000 worth of donkey skins being smuggled into the country from neighboring Niger.
So what you're saying is there's a very targeted audience with the foreskins, and
I mean,
5 skins.
the lawmakers said such a ban on killing donkeys would further curb the export of donkey skins and dicks, which Nigeria prohibits, to countries like China, where the skins are used in popular traditional medicines. That proposed legislation has not been passed into law yet.
That's a fallacy.
So yeah,
I just see the meeting. It's just like, hey guys, listen, we're almost there. We're almost there.
The meeting.
But it's crazy. They talk about what the skins are for, which are medicine, but they don't talk about what the dicks are for. 16 sacks. That's a lot of sacks of dong.
Go on.
It's an aphrodisiac and a sex toy, you know? It all depends on who wants it.
It's also my Friday night. I mean, you know.
Oh, JT, you're such a prick.
Man. Don't judge. I mean, you know what? You can judge. Judge.
I do judge. Don't worry.
Yeah,
not you.
I live in a place that's nicknamed Clanover. Say no more.
Yes. Oh my god.
Even
So
even folks in Paige's city are like, that's a bit too much.
Yes,
but
there's plenty of Confederates in the sea.
Oh my god. Oh god. I just want to read
see
y'all.
where that went.
I just want to read y'all this headline. Chinese man trapped aloft in hydrogen balloon for 2 days.
First off,
Oh shit.
what an asshole for wasting all that helium. But
Make it sound like this.
Oh my god. The balloon traveled.
Let's talk with helium.
Oh my god.
What is that, Paige?
Oh god.
Oh my god. We're fucking with Paige's story. Oh my god.
No, listen. So this man was found safe, but he traveled about 200 miles because it became untethered and flew away while he was using it to harvest pine nuts from trees.
wait. Pun nuts? Because I harvest those all day, baby.
Yeah. The other person that was in the balloon with him was able to jump to the ground, but the other man was stuck in the balloon for 2 days. Oh my god.
Fucking jump, Earl. Jump. It's not that far.
Get some of those sacks of penises to bring us down.
You know, I've heard of deep throating, but not deep goating. So it's just... it's all confusing, y'all.
So just to end this, it says that state broadcaster CCTV said rescuers were able to contact the man by cell phone the following morning, which my phone would have been dead. So I don't know what kind of phone he has, but it held up to the following morning,
Probably an
and
Android.
they instructed him to slowly deflate the balloon and land safely. It took a whole day before he reached the ground.
Yeah. Oh, balls.
And he landed close to the border of Russia in a place called Fangzing. Fangzheng. So, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
That's all I've got. So, if y'all
All right,
want
I got one more then.
yeah.
Mysterious fires and explosions at sensitive Russian sites are hints of a hallmark mission for special operations units. The war in Ukraine isn't going well for Russian military. In a matter of days this month, Ukrainian forces managed to retake more territory than the Russian military had captured and held since April. But the Russian military's struggles aren't limited to inside Ukrainian borders. For months now, sensitive sites and important facilities throughout Russia have been hit by mysterious fires and explosions, which hint at sabotage campaigns that is the hallmark of special operation forces.
Oh my gosh.
In May, as the Russian military was preparing to launch a renewed offensive in Ukraine, Donbas region, military outposts, recruitment centers, and defense industrial complexes across Russia started suffering mysterious explosions or fires.
That.
Whoopsie.
Oops. Yeah.
I didn't know what to comment until you were like, whoopsie. I appreciate you quoting the old Kid Pix voiceover.
Yeah.
Nice.
In all, there have been dozens of incidents at facilities throughout Russia with little obvious explanation. The targets include oil refineries, ammunition production and storage facilities, aerospace and defense companies, and communications infrastructure. The attacks appear to be part of an effort to undermine and degrade the Russian military's operative capabilities.
Wow.
Again, whoopsies! Perpetrators may not all be working together.
Wow.
In May, for example, Russian authorities caught 2 Russian teenagers throwing Molotov cocktails at a military commissariat. It's essentially just a recruitment station. Dozens of commissariats have been attacked in Russia this year, which suggests some Russians, especially those likely to be drafted into the military, are opposed to the war.
Yeah.
But the suspected attacks seem to be focused on a narrow set of targets, and the incidents have largely aligned with what military special operations units would be tasked with as part of an unconventional warfare campaign. So unconventional warfare is a skill set that the U.S. special operations community excels at, and with which it has decades of experience conducting and training others to conduct. Since the U.S. military isn't directly involved in the fighting in the Ukraine, that we know of.
Yeah.
The sources of the suspected attack is likely Ukrainian commandos or Russian dissidents. Perhaps a combination of both.
Wow. This is just so interesting and fascinating to me, and I don't know, it's scary too.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
So such a guerrilla campaign may gain steam or if Russia continues to fail in Ukraine, and it could take many forms. A Green Beret assigned to the National Guard Special Forces unit told insiders, quote, "At the start, it may look like a disruption campaign, like the ones we saw in Belarus with the trains. Targeting and attacking the supply lines and other soft targets is always on the list." The Green Beret, who spoke on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to talk with the media. Next on the list would be harder targets, such as military convoys, bases, or even attacks on command and control facilities and headquarters. So yeah, basically, it seems to be either from inside or outside.
Yeah, is the
Russia's
call
getting
coming from
attacked.
inside the house or?
Yeah.
Oh
mean,
my gosh!
There
are
I feel
a
really
lot
bad for the Ukraine right now because they're getting fucked with so
they're
hard.
gonna get yeah, they're going to get the blame either way, even though there have been videos of Russian soldiers who do not want to be doing any of this. So,
well, I mean, for every video of Russian soldiers that don't want to be in the Ukraine right now, there's videos of the Russian soldiers raping and murdering Ukrainian people. So Russia is seriously in the wrong here. If we can see the Russians leave Ukraine, that'd be fucking wonderful.
No, but I think what is come to light for me since I've started looking into more history and the true crime stuff, it's like in these killers that have been in war and are vets and whatnot, it's so unreal to me how the underbelly of war is raping women, chopping their heads off, and just like all this disgusting things they do to women and children. That's been going on forever. And I didn't really even know how common it was until, it was started doing the podcast, and then you realize, well, a lot of these people were in the military, they saw this stuff, they participated in this stuff, and it, just further continued when they came home.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think this is probably the end of this BrewVerie episode. All right. For Swimmy Davis Jr. and...
Aww. Your favorite trash panda Paige.
And...
I don't remember.
I know, I had to think about mine.
JT.
The JT guy. Peace out until the next BrewVerie Report.
Bye.
So make sure you behave or
fuck around and find out.
And you might find yourself on next month's BrewVerie Report.
For all the sources for this episode of BrewVerie, head to Reverie True Crime Podcast or Brew Crime Podcast's feeds on your favorite podcast host. This has been a production of Brew Crime Podcast and Reverie True Crime. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Bloopers. Listen, quiet. If you pay attention, you'll be able to hear the sounds of any 20 to 30-year-old after Taco Bell. No, don't laugh. It's painful.
And at 40, you have to turn the volume up.
Bloopers. All right, listen, Mike. I know you had Taco Bell for dinner, but this is insane.
No, actually, there's very few Taco Bells in Canada, so nope.
Oh, well.
And also,
butter chicken.
Yeah, no,
curry.
Taco Bell is trash. I would rather eat, like, I'll eat it like some of the burrito places we have here that are like not Mexican but still tasty. Taco Bell is like you can't get much like lower quality food than Taco Bell.
This is why Mike and I get along, because he absolutely abhors it, and I literally on my way to this recording session in my house was like, do I have time to make it? I don't know.
Oh, hey, don't get me wrong. If I was hammered and there was a Taco Bell, I'm eating the shit out of it.
It's been 2.5 hours.
Drunk food is different than not drunk food. 100%. I mean, I used to go out to this one nightclub in town and we'd go for pizza after every time. Oh. And then I had the pizza sober and it was fucking horrible.
That sounds like...
Toked. What are you talking about your people for?
I've had something Listen.
Plain ass crackers.
I've
more of a
had
Triscuit.
something at night. I've had something at night, but then I've also seen it the next day, and I don't necessarily want it anymore.
That's what she said.
You know what? If literally anybody comes for me for saying that, you're liars for never saying that. So
Yeah.
except for Paige, she's a nun.
All right. Maybe I should get to the story of
The
weather.
Sister
All right.
Mary.
Well, this weather is not a happy story. Load.
I don't want to hear about that fantasy, Paige. Alex
Dusty
Jones
load.
blew his last load about 25 years ago. Oh, when he started this fucking stupid broadcast.
Yeah. All right. What
Join
are
our
we moving to
Patreon.
now? Opinions are like
She's not
assholes,
an asshole
right?
like everybody else. Boom. You owe me a beer. That's how that went in high school, right? Anyways,
Yep.
she was arrested. She was arrested.
Yeah, in high school.
very
Jesus Christ, man. You fucking alcoholic.
Hey, Paige, how was your senior year? Like everybody else in that school?
Ask her cousin.
Laughing. She's please, Paige, tell me that you were in class with your cousin. Please tell me. Anatomy? Yeah, it was. First off, Andy, I'm sorry for that roller coaster of what just happened. I'm also sorry for indicating that you and Paige both went to anatomy. Woo-hoo! 'Cause I know that's not true. And I'm also sorry that I really want to get back to the story.
You should be
Segues
sorry.
are weird.
In fairness, JT, on Pornhub, she's probably an 8 out of 10.
Well, it is territorial, so I don't know about Vancouver. Like, I know Mississippi's, requirements are super, but like, you just have to be 8 and be able to build Legos. It's like,
Oh.
take 2. You just have to be 18 and know how to build Legos.
Cut that out, but leave take 2 in.
Or just put it all in the bloopers. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that almost sounded like Chewbacca. That was amazing.
And I could never retry it. Oh my god. When you find a Sandy Cox, make sure to wear a condom.
Make sure you have him wear a condom if you. Well, no. Let me not.
Sandy Cox just sounds like some bad friction, that's all.
Had a lot of problems.
I'm sorry.
Problems that just didn't work out. It's
Let's go get that ice box.
I got the frozen Pepsi from the ice box. What's next?
You got food, okay?
I look forward to listening.
Where is it again? Where is the food stand? Food. Where the fuck are you? I can't see it. There it is.
That's not how this works.